Yeah, hi everyone. I'm Mike from Advanced Group. Today, we're going to be talking about Braille signs. Today we're talking about a unisex toilet sign, and this particular sign would be used when there's one cubicle, not a row or multiple cubicles within the bathroom. So you'll notice that this particular sign says unisex toilet, not unisex toilets. So if there were multiple toilets within the bathroom, you would put you would use a sign that says unisex toilets with an S for plural. If it's just one cubicle, then you would use this sign. I'll demonstrate a little bit more about the sign. So we have a plastic polycarbonate sign. Now there is a self-adhesive double-sided pad or tape which is inside of this packet. Now this particular double-sided tape is nice and strong. The plastic is UV stable. It has a little bit of a metallic finish. It's not necessarily metallic. It's kind of more orange peel texture, and so the double-sided pad can go on the back here, and then you can peel it off and stick it onto the door. My recommendation when you are sticking things onto a door that's going to be permanent, because this won't come off easily, would first be to clean with some isopropyl alcohol, and then I would use a spirit level to get it level on the door, put some masking tape around where you would want this to go, and then position this and peel off the backing from the double-sided tape, stick it onto the door, and then peel away the masking tape just so that you make sure that it's perfectly level and centered on the door, and that would save any errors from occurring. So the thickness of this plastic is 3.7 millimeters. I'll try not to damage the sign, but you'll have to take my word for it. With the double-sided tape, you would be looking at 5 millimeters. Now, obviously there are some raised parts on the sign, and this particular part down here, these are raised braille. So for people who are vision impaired, so that they can read with their fingers whether this is the correct toilet for them. Now, we'll go into some of the details and some of the other signs about, some more information. This particular sign is not for anyone that's in a wheelchair, or using a cane, or someone that's in some way having a mobility disability. So I think that that's pretty much all that we need to say. The sign is basically 220 mil wide, 180 mil tall. It meets Australian standards. It is UV stable, so it's ideal for outdoors. And the standards have changed over the years, which is why you might notice that some signs look different in the old days to what is now. And if you can't find what you are looking for online to match something that's existing, then that would normally be because it's become obsolete, because it doesn't meet Australian standards anymore. Now, any place that is considered to be a public space is required by law to have signs that are Braille, and so this particular sign would meet and exceed any expectations for regulations for a sign in a public space. For example, a restaurant would be required to have a sign like this. And we'll wrap up the video there. Thanks for watching, and you can buy online from www.advancedgroup.com.au.